James, love is in the air, as is trailers.
Because it's like Valentine's Day, right?
Right around that time.
Yeah, it's sort of around that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's around when we're putting this out.
Yeah, maybe not this second while we're recording, but
if you are listening to this after Valentine's Day, I would hope there's still love in the air.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, in the meantime, welcome.
Hello.
Trailer Hitch.
This is Trailer Hitch. We talk about movie trailers and rate them and review them because we're professionals at it.
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, we've been doing it long enough where hopefully at some point
I don't know what the barometer is to become a professional in movie trailer ratings, but I think we're up there, man.
We've at least put in our bit. We've sent out our resume.
Yeah.
It's cast. While we're waiting to hear back, let's get into some more trailers. And let's get into specifically our intro song. Now, this is typically where...
Our intro song?
Here's the deal. This is typically where we would sort of fumble a bit and then be like, I don't know, do you have something? And then we would just sort of pick something at random.
Yes, usually you.
Yes.
And it was a nice surprise for me.
Yes. This time, though, going back to our early episodes where we were perhaps a bit too dickish in expecting you guys to come up with a theme song.
I think I was the right amount of dickish.
I think I went too far.
Okay,
all
right.
I'll apologize. You don't have to.
Damn right I don't.
It's okay. I'll be the hype man and also take the brunt of criticism.
Thank you, you bastard.
However, someone actually listened.
I know.
We referenced a person by the name of Casey a couple episodes ago. We weren't quite sure if this was just a friend who was more or less playing a goof. It is not a goof.
It's not a goof.
Casey is a real person, and Casey also has an intro song for us.
Casey from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, right?
It's true,
yeah,
yes.
Hello, Casey, again.
Casey, thank you very much. We're going to use the shit out of this right here.
You can't mend holy sails without a sailor's stitch, and you can't haul your stuff without a trailer hitch. Trailer hitch.
Dude, aren't you pumped?
That's the biggest pump song I've ever heard. I'm so pumped up now.
I feel like I should be hijacking a small boat right now. That's a compliment. I feel like I'm ready to take on the world, the sea, whatever.
Just a little tugboat. You're just going to take it over.
Fuck yeah, I am. Thank you, Casey, for jazzing me up.
Thanks a lot, Casey.
And in addition...
Those were Casey's actual vocals. I don't know if anyone caught that.
Well, no, because then that implies that Casey is a robot. I'd like to think Casey is a real person who had the skills to put that string arrangement together, which sounded great.
Uh-huh.
So again, Casey, thank you very much. And guys, you heard Casey's song, and you might be like, well, fuck. I didn't think someone would actually take him up on this. I'm jealous as shit. Hey, here's the deal, guys. We have plenty of other segments. We could do intros for. We can have a little intro for our main drag. We can have outro music.
Hitchhikers?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of ground for you to stick a flag in. Casey stuck his or hers into...
That's true. We don't know if Casey is a guy or a girl.
Yeah.
And we would like to be PC as fuck here.
That's what I gone for, James.
Yeah.
There's already a flag right there in the intro. If you want to stake some land with Trailer Hitch, you are more than welcome to. You could be sticking a flag into the Hitchhiker segment, which, since we don't have a song, we're just going to lead into that right now.
Oh my god, I'm ready for it. I have all my notes here.
All right, cool. So, for the uninitiated Hitchhikers, rapid fire segment, we're going to go through 10 trailers really quickly, basically just give you our abridged thoughts, and we're going to rate them. And so, again, our rating scale is as follows. It is need to see more, or never need to see.
It gets me every time. I love them.
Now, if both of us give this a need to see, we are going to celebrate briefly. And then, in addition, we're going to see the movie, report back to you guys in a trailer in the rear view segment where we take a look at the trailer through the lens of having seen the movie, talk about the movie itself, talk about if the trailer held up, and give our final thoughts on it. But in order to do that, we're going to have to get some trailers down. So, here's Hitchhikers, ladies and gentlemen. Now,
we have 10 of them
We
today.
have 10 of them. This is a time segment. Amazingly, we actually hit the time
The last
episode.
2 times.
Oh, that. Well,
you got to count. You can count the 45 minutes.
It was 45 minutes.
For those who don't know, we had trouble hitting our mark when it comes to when it comes to Hitchhikers. But last week we legitimately set the time for 8 minutes 30 seconds, and we got it under time. How many trailers was that last episode?
Actually, wait, no, hold up. It was 15.
15 under 8 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay.
So we have 10 trailers today.
Okay. I will admit, though, James, I'm feeling verbose as fuck tonight. How does 8 minutes sound?
All right, I'm cool with 8 minutes.
8 minutes?
It's still going less than last time, so I'm cool with that.
Sweet. All right, so I'm ready. James, are you ready?
My timer's ready, and I'm ready to press the button.
Oh, that's good. I'm going to just assume that you listening are ready, so let's do this. Brimstone, it's about a crazy reverend that comes to an Old West town and wreaks havoc, specifically on the women. Some great imagery, and Guy Pearce as a villain is awesome, but to atheists everywhere, we get it. Religion can be a scapegoat for people to make terrible choices. What else do you have? Need to see more.
I love me a good Western. Pull my string, it's not a Western. It's like a thriller horror just set in the West. Plus Jon Snow and Melisandre reunion from Game of Thrones. I'm all in. Need to see it.
That's fair. Aftermath. It's about Arnold Schwarzenegger's family getting killed in a plane crash and his quest to get an apology from the air traffic controller who's responsible for it. I know, sounds dope. But it's not an action movie where Arnold punches a TSA agent. It's actually a real straightforward drama. As for how it is, well, just watch the trailer and you'll see what appears to be the entire movie. Never need to see it.
Yeah. Is it just me, or are they hiding Schwarzenegger's voice, like, for most of it? He doesn't speak until, like, the minute and a half mark. He doesn't open his mouth.
Yeah.
Which is weird. But I do respect a film where they show everyone's perspective from a human level. So the trailer did a good job of balancing both the victim and the culprit sides really well, which is interesting. But like you said, I feel like I saw basically he goes right up to the guy's door.
He's right there at the end.
Ding dong, hello, end of movie. Maybe, I don't know. Need to see more.
Okay, American Fable. It's basically an American Pan's Labyrinth. Look, I know that sounds dismissive, but outside of the creature looking a little too close to the Pan's Labyrinth monster, the cinematography, pure what the fuckness of the guy in the silo, and a young girl's quest for a happy ending looks awesome. Maybe derivative, but hey, that's Fables. Need to see.
Okay. Visuals are really great, and the axe chopping and the time with the score is effective.
Yeah.
But I thought the plot point of them losing the farm was a waste. It just distracted from the unsettling dark fairy tale setup that the trailer really focused on.
I felt like it complimented it so well.
See, I didn't like it, which is the dark fairy tale was much better, and it deterred it for me, so I need to see more.
Sure. The Assignment. A hitman is captured and forced to undergo a gender reassignment surgery, forcing the newly christened she to go seek revenge. A simultaneously tacky and tactless hook for an action flick. Plus, if he still identifies as a dude, why is he dressing in low-cut tops? Yeah, I'm gonna skip this one and do extra credit instead. Never need to see.
Hey man, when you got the body for it, you rock the low crop tops. So not sure what the assignment is or who's on it, but the trailer focuses clearly on Michelle Rodriguez's character as Frank undergoing a sex change operation to become a woman without his or her consent.
Yeah.
And being the usual Michelle Rodriguez angry badass that she always plays. But if someone gave me a sex change operation without my consent, I'd be Michelle Rodriguez angry as well. Never need to see it.
Okay. Colossal, it's about a Godzilla-esque monster attacking Korea, which is inexplicably controlled by Anne Hathaway. Seriously. Halfway through the trailer, I was like, yeah, this looks fun. You drop a hook like Anne Hathaway is controlling it and she doesn't understand why, turning the flick into a dark comedy, and I'm beyond sold. Need to see.
This movie is proof that I wasn't the only one dreaming about controlling a giant Godzilla-like monster on a destructive rampage. Thank you.
Oh.
I love the goofy concept, but I hope the future trailers give us a little bit more taste of the humor, because I was hoping for a darker sense of humor.
Sure.
But I wasn't quite understanding if that's where it's going yet, so I need to see more.
Okay. Collide, it's about an ex-car thief who goes back to crime to save his kidnapped girlfriend. The hell is this cast doing in this movie? I mean, unfortunately, I'm used to Ben Kingsley and stuff like this, but Felicity Jones? Bruh, hit me up. I can just lend you some money. Never need to see.
I don't think she needs money after Rogue One.
But, I mean, why is she here?
No, same deal.
Sorry,
deal.
Go ahead.
No, same deal. Geez, the concept of fast cars, flashy action, and thin plot sure reeled in a knockout cast. Like, holy shit, how?
Yeah.
But even with all that put together, the necessary fun for a film like this to have for me doesn't come through in this trailer at all. Never need to see it.
True dat. My Cousin Rachel, set in the 1800s, it's about someone else's cousin named Rachel, whom her male family member really wants to bone. From that song that screams, "Feel something," to the half glances that are ultimately empty but are intended to hold everything, this totally feels like Robert Downey Jr.'s fake trailer at the beginning of Tropic Thunder. Never need to see.
Wait, are they cousins? The romantic?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, it all works still. Something tells me this would be George Michael Bluth's favorite film. For a film about cousins being romantically involved, the trailer kind of undersells the taboo nature of it. Again, George Michael would like the way they think. Also, hate the Wicked Games song choice. It belongs in a 50 Shades trailer. Never need to see it.
Truth. Catfight. It's about waspy New Yorkers duking it out and the chaos they throw into each other's lives. I walked in with no expectations and was completely won over by its off-kilter style and wry humor.
Yeah.
Perfect. Need to see.
I liked it. I love the pacing of this trailer. It's brisk and it keeps you on your toes. After the girls start fighting the second time, I was delighted to see it end in another coma. It was so funny and unpredictable. Unfortunately, the downside of that is it makes me feel like I've seen pretty much most of the movie.
That's fair.
Hope there's more to it. Need to see more.
Sure. Snatched. It's a comedy about a woman and her mother who get kidnapped on vacation and have to fight their way to survival. The trailer is a bit uneven, and I think it shows a little too much in the back half, but when it hits, I love it. That Wanda Sykes joke is amazing, but I want one more trailer to confirm that these weren't just the best jokes. Need to see more.
I haven't seen Goldie Hawn in forever, and I think Amy Schumer's mom is a fitting role for her to come back, but she doesn't give much to do in this trailer, which is a bummer. Also, nothing bothers me more in a trailer than a bad forced edit to avoid a red band, and this one has one. It looks better than Baywatch and Chips, though. Need to see more.
The Beguiled. It's about an all-female enclave who may or may not be doing some shady shit. And it's set in, I don't know, let's call it the 1800s. I applaud Sofia Coppola's choice in only using what appears to be natural and candlelight, but unfortunately, I couldn't see jack shit. What I could see looked pretty well composed, though. Outside of, I guess it's a horror movie, I don't have enough to go off of yet. Need to see more.
Sure. As someone who's only seen 2 Sofia Coppola films, one I hated and one I really, really liked, I wasn't really sure how to feel about this one going in. The setup was simple, the rising action in the trailer was alluring, and the quick cutting montage that followed was devilishly delicious. I thought all of that stuff, topped with a haunting button at the end of Colin Farrell screaming from a different room. I thought that was fantastic. I haven't seen much of Sofia Coppola, but I can't refuse this one. Need to see it. Stop! Oh, we're way under,
oh my
man.
God, look at that!
We're way under.
Look at that!
Holy crap. 6 minutes and 48 seconds, guys.
Jesus.
I even added some shit as I was talking.
7 minutes. Wow. All right. Well, we got to be harder on ourselves.
Good. No. Hold on. Look. We're all about making each other, feel better about ourselves on this podcast.
Sure.
I needed this win, and I think you did too. So how about that?
I think that we got a couple of really good wins under our belts. Well,
right.
no, okay, fine. I'll count the third one being the one where we hit 10 minutes with a 45-minute time limit.
Thank you.
But yeah, no, man. Like, I'm pretty proud of this.
That was good.
And
Yeah.
I feel like pretty soon, we should go lower, so that way when we hit it, it's even sweeter.
All right,
but
fine.
8 minutes, I think, is probably like
crushed it,
man.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, this is when we would normally go into the main drag.
Yes.
However, again, it's been pretty quiet for trailers.
It has for the
weeks.
second episode in a row. Like we said this last episode, guys. It was a slow couple weeks for trailers.
Yeah.
Again, it's been a slow couple weeks for trailers. I mean, we've gotten little ones here and there, indie films or what have you, but nothing that's like really striking our fancy that we can like talk a full episode about.
Yeah, definitely.
So we decided, Kevin.
Yeah, you know what? In lieu of main drag, we are going to talk about football. Don't worry, really the commercials. Specifically, the trailers that aired during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the movie trailers. So we're not really counting the television show trailers that there were. Cause
You're going really out of your way to saying we're not reviewing Stranger Things.
And hey, we all loved it, guys. We all loved the
good.
TV spot for Stranger Things 2, but we're not going there.
Yeah, no. You just will have to assume.
We're flipping it upside down and not going there. That was a bit of a stretch, but I'm going to go with it.
Barb's dead there.
Oh, she is.
Yeah, totally dead.
Moving on.
So yeah, we are going to go through. We have 9 different spots that premiered during the Super Bowl. Most of these movies already had trailers.
Was it 9?
It was 9.
I didn't even count.
I actually bothered to count that one.
Well, I appreciate
when I
it.
should have been counting all the Hitchhiker. It doesn't matter. We can move on.
Okay.
We have 9 spots for you guys. We're going to be going through and ranking them.
Yeah.
And basically, James and I are going to give you some thoughts on all of them, what we liked, what we didn't like, just going through, ordering from 9 to 1.
For the most part, we've actually reviewed, like, the first trailers for most of these films.
Sure. Yes.
A couple of them we haven't, but that's okay. But that's not what this episode is about. This episode is not about giving it a review. It's about ranking them, because lists are what it's all about, man. Especially when it comes to this time of year, we're getting close to the Oscars. Everyone's making lists of their favorite films of 2016. We made lists
for our favorite
trailers. Now it's time to make a list for the best Super Bowl movie TV spots.
God damn right. You were probably waiting for this list. I'm sure many people were.
Oh, yeah. This is...
Dude, we got some dope fucking strings behind us. I'm ready to take the sails to fucking get behind my trailer.
Oh, the black sails, like from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, wow. That's a good segue.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'm giving you segue duties from
I don't know about that. Okay. I mean, do you want to start with that? We can start with any of them, really.
Yes. Okay. Are we just going to go through like 9 through 1, sir?
I was thinking we'll just go through them one at a time, and then at the end we will reveal our ranks.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Men Tell No Tales.
And I don't think we did actually have. Did we do a review for? No, because it was only a teaser. Yeah. It was like a real brief teaser that came out like a few weeks ago.
Yeah, it was basically like, hey guys, just so you know, there's a new Pirates movie. And
there really wasn't much to it, just Javier Bardem in that. So this is kind of like our first us talking about this movie.
It's very true. Yeah. Yes. All right, so what are your thoughts on that? I'm going to give you the first go.
You're going to give me the first go. Oh boy. Okay, so putting aside my Pirates of the Caribbean bias,
which is positive or negative?
Mostly at this stage in the game, it's negative.
Sure.
That first movie is incredible. It's a lot of fun. It's so fun. It's so good. I won't get too much into it, but they started dragging. The CGI type pirate stuff just kept getting more and more unbelievable, like with the Davy Jones and his crew, and they're all like fish, and they got like muscles growing on them or shit and seaweed coming out. It's like, it was weird. And then the fourth one, there wasn't, like, the main character was Jack Sparrow, and Jack Sparrow is not a main character. I'm sorry. You created a really great side supporting character who's there for comic relief. He's not a main character.
Yeah.
But for the fourth one, it's like, well, fucking Will Turner is under the ocean, and fucking Keira Knightley's gone raising a kid somewhere. So we're gonna make Jack Sparrow the main character, and it's just like he's not. He's a cartoon character.
Honestly, like I feel like I'm hearing this all for the first time because I've forgotten so much about the second and third movies, and like you're doing an excellent job.
Sure, okay,
but I'm right back to not being engaged with anything.
Well, and that's the thing. This series has just kind of dragged itself out, and especially focusing on a character like Jack Sparrow, who's just a cartoon character. He's not. I don't see him as a real human being, which is a problem when you have a movie. Anyway, like I said, putting all that aside,
and I mean, I guess for me, like, I don't necessarily need Jack Sparrow to be a real human being, and like, it's fun that he is just this really outlandish character. But I think what helps the first movie is it's buoyed by the fact that you have two people who feel very real.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And when you remove that facet and just have like this wacky and zany dude running around, but you're still keeping the self-seriousness of that franchise, it does tend to kind of hurt it.
Yeah, and it was kind of one of my problems with finding Dory, too. Like, Dory is a great side supporting character, and I find her as a main character of her own film kind of irritating.
Sure.
That was just me. Anyway, putting all that aside, because we're only talking about the TV spot, I thought this, as a TV spot, worked surprisingly well. There isn't a lot of Jack Sparrow in it, which is something that my bias would have, like, I don't know, think things about. But
God help you if you think things.
Yeah. Another Johnny Cash song in a trailer. I didn't look up, I didn't write down the actual name for this one. I don't know if you have it offhand or whatnot.
Yeah, it's Baby Got Back.
Oh.
It's not that. I don't know.
Johnny Cash's classic Baby Got Back.
What if he did like a really slow, sad, brooding, kind of like what he did for Hurt with Nine Inch Nails, like just sad and brooding.
Oh my God.
My anaconda.
Just like Jack Sparrow walking on with a giant python as that part happens. My anaconda don't want none. Anyway, Johnny Cash has been popping up a lot in these in movie trailers, his songs. Didn't do it as good as True Grit or Logan.
Yeah.
Those kind of crushed it a little bit better, but it was a good use of a Johnny Cash song. Mm-hmm. But I thought it worked well as a TV spot, man. A lot of introducing the new baddies, Javier Bardem and his crew, which, like I said, I'm not a big fan of like the super CGI pirate stuff. Yeah. It was like 70% of the fun of that first movie wasn't the fact that they were CG skeletons. It was just pirates being pirates. And then the franchise has just gone like crazy for CGI type pirates, which is fine, whatever. But I thought the action was like really interesting. A lot of Jeffrey Rush is back. Looks really great in it and like weird, but like that's kind of his character. And then just a little bit of Jack Sparrow at the end, and I thought that was a great tease. And Will Turner, Orlando Bloom's in it for like a shot, and like that's a good tease too. And those are all great for TV spots.
Yeah,
those are my initial thoughts anyway.
Yeah, ultimately, I thought that it was solid. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's, I kind of like the horror vibe that they sort of throw into it.
Yeah,
just because it takes the franchise and adds some sort of spin to it. Because definitely by... How many fucking Pirates movies
This is 5.
This is 5,
This is number 5.
I don't think I saw 4, although I know I saw 3 and I don't remember a goddamn thing about it other than Keith Richards was in it for a shot.
Yeah, Jack Sparrow's dad.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that's cool that they're going to take a new direction with it. But ultimately, there really isn't that much there other than, like, there's a big bad guy, and then... here's Jack Sparrow, and he's covered in mud. Wow, he's still wacky. So I did like the use of the Johnny Cash song as well. But ultimately, like, I think that there's more to be said.
Definitely.
At this point, like, there have been 4 Pirates movies, and I'm right there with you, where my enjoyment of them has it's been like a line graph that's just slowly been declining. And so at this point, unfortunately, I kind of feel like I really need to earn some more trust with it before I'm like, no, fuck it, like Pirates is back. Because for me, really, it's just the first one.
Sure.
The second one really didn't do that much for me. And
I think I liked the second and third one more than most people, with the exception of the CG-ness of it. Sure. I thought they were fun. Yeah, that fourth one is just a pile, man. I really disliked it. It's real bad. But I think I liked this TV spot a little bit more than you did. Just because, I don't know, even as the line graph, as you were referencing, has been going down for this franchise, it was kind of cool to see these pirates again. Not exactly Jack Sparrow, but just the look of these films. Like, every time a trailer for one of these films came out, I was excited. So, there you go. I was excited about it.
Fair enough. All right,
let's move on.
Let's move on.
What do you want? What should we talk about next?
Let's see. Let's kind of hop around a bit. Let's do The Fate of the Furious.
For those who don't know, that is Fast and Furious 8.
Yes. So,
which is a horrible name for it. Fate of the Furious. I'm not a fan. But
however, I think this looks like a shitload of fun.
It looks ridiculous, doesn't it?
Because I had said during our Baywatch review, like, oh, dude, if they, like, made a spin-off movie that was just The Rock's character, I'd be the first person in line, right?
Sure.
So, in this one, Dom Toretto, the...
Triple X.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel.
Has broken away from the gang,
dun,
right?
Dun,
and,
dun.
He's causing mischief on his own, which means that the gang, with The Rock included, have to take him down.
Take him out, man.
They, for some reason, also enlist Jason Statham, who is a bad guy.
The villain from the last movie.
Who, like, really fucked shit up.
Full disclosure, I have not seen the last one.
Okay, I have seen 7.
Yeah.
And, Jason Statham really wreaks havoc.
Does he, like, murder people?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not okay then for them just to be like goofing around already.
But Kurt Russell said it was fine,
I
guess it's okay.
When Kurt Russell lays the law
Dude,
down,
Snake
you listen.
said it was cool.
Yeah.
Let's just fucking run with it. So, yeah, so like they get together and then it basically is just like a hodgepodge of like crazy images. You get a motherfucker with
it builds in craziness,
yeah,
too, which is saying something because these films have gone nuts.
Yeah, and it builds in this trailer too because that first thing that I thought was like, the hell? Was like a dude like pops up with a minigun on top of a car and just like starts laying waste to a shitload of cars.
There was like 50 cars coming at him at full speed.
Why are there that many cars? Why is there a minigun? I don't know, but I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
And yeah, it does. It just keeps building in craziness until, for whatever reason, they're driving in what looks to be the Antarctic.
I was just going to say, I'm sure it was like the North Pole or something.
They jump a car over some ice. A poor fellow drives his car into the water, but it's okay because someone's got him by throwing what looks to be like a grappling hook onto his car.
rock.
Yeah.
And he says the line, "I got you, brother."
Yeah, and then the grappling hook drags this gentleman holding onto the car door out of the water, and he just flies through the air. And that's the note we end on. So, goddamn it, I'm there. That just looks like a ton of fun.
It's just absolute insanity. I did not see the seventh one for any specific reason. I never got around to it, and I think I have it somewhere. I should watch it like tonight.
Sure.
Because it just looks like so much fun, and these continue to look like so much fun. Yeah, Vin Diesel, like the TV spot does a good job of getting everyone on the same page quickly, like with not a lot of time. Hey everyone, this is the Fast and Furious movies. Vin Diesel, usually the hero. He's the bad guy in this one. Don't worry about it. He just is. He'll probably be the good guy by the end of it. Probably. I mean, who knows? He's gonna be. He's gonna be good again by the end. He will. But that's not the point. The point is going along for the ride. Like, these are like roller coaster movies, and they just have been so much fun. And I think this one is exceptional. Looks exceptionally fun, and it was a good TV spot.
All right, cool. All right, so moving on. I say we knock these next two out fairly quick because I don't really think there's that much more there.
Okay.
I'm talking about Life in Baywatch.
Let's do Baywatch first.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about Baywatch first because really the jokes that were in that spot, for the most part, were just jokes from that first trailer.
It was completely recycled, basically.
They didn't work for us the first time.
Nope.
It didn't work for me this time.
Nope.
Okay, same with you. They did add one joke right at the end, and that did not land for me either.
Do you even remember the joke?
They are like, let's do this, and then like they rip off their pants to like have like their, sweet swimsuits.
Yeah.
Zac Efron is wearing an American flag Speedo.
Banana hammock.
Yeah. And there's a joke about how that's flag desecration.
Yeah.
That funny thing.
That old chestnut.
Flag desecration.
And like that whole ending button on that TV spot is 100% them just standing in front of a green screen.
Totally.
And it is the most obvious. Like, I was blown away that got greenlit. Yeah. To go onto a Super Bowl TV spot.
It did. It felt a lot like we just ran out of time, guys.
Like, what happened?
Yeah.
It's clearly a reshoot because they definitely shot on a beach. Like, maybe that shot's not even in the movie. They might have just gotten The Rock and Zac Efron in a studio, and it's like, hey, we need to add a joke because there are no other jokes in this movie. We've shown them all to everyone. They don't like them. We got to shoot one more. And
yeah. And
that's what it feels like.
Also, you know what's fucked up? They pretty much hide Alexandria Daddario throughout this entire spot.
Totally. I feel like they hided everyone except Zac Efron, The Rock, and the police officer.
Yeah.
Because they really needed that joke.
Yeah, I don't know, man. So that's Baywatch in summation.
That's Baywatch for you. Moving on.
To Life.
Save me, Kevin.
All right, so Life.
Save me from Baywatch with Life. A life preserver. Let me finish the damn joke, man.
Damn, your transitions have been on point. Life. We reviewed this spot. Again, it's basically a mix of Alien and Gravity by the look of it. I was really missing the humor from the trailer in this TV spot because it was really playing up the horror elements of the story, which is fine. But like right now, like for me, I think the humor kind of helped.
Well, it humanized it a lot more, I think.
Yeah, it humanized it a lot
more.
more.
In that first trailer.
And then the humor, I think, also made it more than just Alien meets Gravity for me. Because like otherwise right now, once you take that out of the equation, that's all I feel like I have. And I like both of those movies, and I would just watch either of those movies instead.
Or both of them at the same time.
I could have two screens, one on the laptop and one on the TV.
Yeah.
Just have a field day. And then after an hour and a half, just hit pause for both and go, well, that was life. And then go on. Yeah.
I think that's all fair. I really liked this as a TV spot, though, because as a TV spot, the humor wasn't something I personally needed. I liked that it went more for the horror. I feel like the music cues that were used in this TV spot were way more unnerving and like excellent in that way than the initial trailer we saw. And maybe it was because that trailer was trying to balance more humor and human aspects too. But because this was just focusing on the horror element, I think it went all in with like the music cues, and I think it was so much better for it. The tagline is really great. We were better off alone. Like that's a great tagline because like the whole thing with alien movies is like we're not alone, we're not alone. This one just takes it a half step further, and it's like, yeah, we were better off alone. We thought we were alone. We wish we were. And then Jake Gyllenhaal's blood-curdling scream at the end was pretty great, too. And, like Alien, I like the lack of showing the actual threat. And that's something the first trailer did really well, though, too. Mm-hmm. But, I liked...
the Petri dish.
The Petri dish, right.
The Petri dish of death.
Just people reacting to a Petri dish. The whole movie. But I really liked this TV spot. I liked it.
Okay, that's fair. All right, so next... let's do A Cure for Wellness.
A Cure for Wellness. I'm ready.
All right. Again, I think this one's going to be pretty brief for me, too, because, again, there really isn't that much that's new. We have a few more shots.
Yeah.
But otherwise, and we didn't talk about the second trailer that came out, because James and I both agreed that we're pretty much at the same point with the movie.
It more or less tread the same ground. It really didn't bring anything new to that first trailer.
It more or less finalized what we had kind of thought the movie was, which is dude goes to a psych ward and is like, well, I'm going to get out of here. And everyone's like, no, you aren't.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, he thinks he's getting out.
We're going to put you in a tub.
And like the girl in the tub, she had way more lines, I think, than I remember from the initial trailer, if she had any. Like, she was definitely more...
Well, the second trailer, because, the first trailer had no dialogue.
Oh, that's right. It was completely atmospheric. But this was a lot of her kind of leading the audience along, which was nice. It was a nice addition.
It was definitely a cool way to frame the spots. And even though that there isn't really that much new, at this point, it's coming out either the coming week or the week after.
Yeah.
And so I can understand why there isn't too much more there.
Yeah.
But that said, I still think it looks really fucking cool.
Well, and like as a TV spot too, I think it does a really good job of not making you as a viewer feel lost. Because this does seem like a complex film. You might lose some people with trying to sell this thing, but I thought it did a really good job in 40 seconds of just being like, this guy is in this wellness center, he thinks he's doing well, shit goes down.
Yeah.
Something's going crazy. Is it me? Is it them? Is it everyone? Who knows? It's complex, so it does a good job of that, and the visuals, as always, are just fascinating and haunting. Great.
Yeah, all right.
I like it.
Sweet. Okay, now, just to emulate the Super Bowl for all of you, we're about halfway through our list right now, so we are going to have a halftime show with Lady Gaga. Well, okay, that was Lady Gaga.
Oh, that was fantastic.
All right,
what a treasure.
Yeah. I mean,
I have nothing.
Kind of a little edgy, but, I feel like I can trust her. I feel like she knows what she's doing. All right, cool. Sir, do you want to talk about Transformers? Do you want to
Yes. Let's jump in. Let's
knock this fucker
Yeah,
out.
all right. Can I start?
Yes.
All right. I literally cannot put into words how uninteresting this TV spot made this movie look.
Yeah.
I was not that interested in the initial trailer, the full trailer anyway.
Same.
But this TV spot brought it to a whole other level. Like, it's mostly just shots of giant mechanical things taking up the entire frame and moving slowly across the screen, destroying stuff in slow motion.
Mm-hmm. There's that one shot where there's an explosion and some dudes fly in slow motion too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's about it.
Good point.
I'm trying to remember.
And it's like Optimus Prime is pulling a Vin Diesel, and it's like Optimus Prime is the bad guy, and it's like he's probably gonna be the good guy by the time this movie's over. We're all aware. It's, kids watch this. He's their hero.
It's kind of fucked up because, like, it's really, really self-serious. And so
there is zero fun in this.
In light of the fact that it's really self-serious, I would just like to remind everyone that this is based off of a line of action figures.
Yeah. And a cartoon.
That should be fun.
Yeah,
it should be.
Honestly, I liked the first Transformers movie. It's just, it is what it is, And I haven't liked any of them since then. But at least they were all marketing it as, like, this is fun. This is a fun time. There's humor. Or there's attempt at humor.
Yeah.
In terms of, Revenge of the Fallen, which ended up just being, like, racist Transformers. Just horrible. I just hated it.
Okay. I'm going to just guess that this is going to be in your top 5. Anyway, let's move on to John Wick Chapter 2.
I would gladly move on to that.
Yes. So I just want to say right out the gate, the 50 Shades Darker play at the beginning made me smile so hard.
It was brilliant.
Yeah, because it is a lot of, like, shots of people at parties and, like, silky
fancy parties.
Saying, like, this Valentine's
someone taking off their clothes with someone in the background
slip into
out of focus.
Something a little more
a shade darker.
Yeah,
just
slip into something a shade darker.
And
then it's guns.
It's
fucking guns being loaded.
Well, on a shade darker, it's literally from neck down John Wick in his black tux.
Yeah.
Which is great. And then it's just click, 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 click.
And then a bunch of shit gets shot.
It was just brilliant.
Yes.
The 50 Shades fake out. And, like, I think I've seen that before, the fake out of, like, you hear rumbling, and you think it's like a Godzilla movie, like it's trying to play it as a Godzilla movie, but really
it's just a little puppy.
It's a little puppy or it's a little baby or something. I don't know. It's like we've all seen that fake out before, but it's usually done super cheeseball.
Yeah.
And this just was...
It was really effective, and I think part of it is because when I was watching it live, I was like, oh, yeah, it's just a 50 Shades trailer.
Yeah, that's coming out.
Okay, yeah, it's coming out
today.
Soon. Yeah.
Today, right?
Yeah.
Because today is Valentine's Day. It's not, we're recording this beforehand, but by the time this comes out, it's 50 Shades.
Again, if you're listening to this after, we apologize.
Well, sorry. That's a good point.
But, yeah, so I mean, like, it's coming out. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. And then all of a sudden, oh shit, Keanu Reeves is shooting people. And
yeah.
It was just fucking
It was
awesome.
incredible. It did an incredible job multitasking, poking fun at its competition, really, because they're coming out in similar weekends. And while highlighting all just the fun, nonstop gun fu, as it's been coined since the first John Wick.
I mean, yeah, did you see that guy get hit by a fucking car?
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Did. It was awesome. Like, I'm going to go watch this TV spot again when we're done recording, Kevin.
Totally, yeah.
It was so much fun. Okay.
All right, now let's move on to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2... I will be honest in saying I was a little bit let down with the TV spot, mostly because it just rattles through all of the characters instead of just letting them be the characters.
Sure.
And I don't really need a reminder for who they are because I really loved them the first time.
Yeah.
Like, they really resonated with me. And, like, you can trust me as an audience member to remember who Star-Lord is and who Drax is.
Yeah.
But ultimately, like, the button at the end I thought was really effective, and, like, that definitely saved it for me, because initially I was like, oh, fuck, they're just going to cycle through all the characters, they're going to make a little baby Groot thing, and then we're done. And so, that poor woman who gets hit by the debris,
Mantis, I think.
Yeah, Mantis. Right? And then Drax's character, has that really great joke right at the end. Kind of helped remind me, like, oh, okay, no, fuck, this is what I'm in for.
Yeah,
and it is. It's going to be a lot of fun. And so I was happy about that. And especially because it was a minute long, like, they had a lot of room to play with, and I just wish that we had gotten a little bit more.
Yeah.
Even if it was, like, stuff that came from the first trailer, to get us excited again, hey, these are the characters doing the things you love.
Totally.
And we're handling it well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to have a little bit more of a dramatic reveal of my reaction, Kevin, but boringly, I'm going to just agree with you. Okay. I went into this thinking this was going to be my favorite TV spot of the bunch. It was really disappointing. I thought it was really disappointing.
Yeah.
Like you said, introducing the characters you already know. Now, I understand you're introducing a new lineup, too. You're introducing Mantis and Nebula and Yondu as all these guys are part of the Guardians now. Mm. So I understand that. You're getting people on that page, which is fine. But this TV spot feels like they were just forced to put this out. Like, they really didn't even, like, have this planned, and it's like, we gotta throw something together. The rocket line was really clunky, and, like, maybe it was because it was just out of context, but I don't know, it didn't flow well for me at all in this. I thought the button was... I think Dave Bautista's line saved it, but otherwise, the button of just Mantis getting hit by a thing... I thought that was kind of weak.
And I completely agree. Yeah. And it's Bautista's delivery, too, that really makes it work.
Which is a highlight of these movies, I think.
Yeah.
The song choice, which is something we've all been just, like, really impressed with the first Guardians and the first trailer for Volume 2. The song choice for this was just okay. I would have gone with something different, something we haven't heard before. Give us a little taster of what else we have in store on the soundtrack. I mean, you're calling this movie Volume 2, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Blow us away with the music in a Super Bowl TV spot. I think it was a Stevie Nicks song at the end of the trailer. The full trailer?
Yeah. Or it was, Fleetwood Mac specifically.
Yeah. It was good, though.
It was good. But yeah, I agree that, like, we could have gotten a little bit more of that.
I don't know, man. I was really disappointed in this.
Sure.
I did not expect to be this disappointed in it. The Drax thing saved it for me at the end. I'm still wildly excited to see this movie, but as a standalone TV spot, this did not hit the mark for me.
That's totally fair, but damn, I don't have a good transition for this. Sir, do you have a good transition into Logan?
Comic books.
Good.
Movies.
So yeah, Logan. Yeah, again, not too much crazy. Like, we don't have anything that's remarkably new. We get some more shots. Ultimately, for me, I think the big thing that I want to talk about, and unfortunately, I know that you're not able to because you haven't played this game. So, if someone wants to write in to trailerhitchmailbox@gmail.com or hit us up on Facebook or possibly leave a comment on WordPress, please feel free to do so. Logan is looking more and more like The Last of Us.
We're going to talk about The Last of Us again. I know I have to play it.
It's super
everyone tells me, everyone at work, oh, Logan, you played The Last of Us. It's like Logan's like, I know, everyone's telling me.
Here's the deal, dude. So, always and forever, Red Dead Redemption is going to have the best ending to video games.
High five.
High five,
there we
course. Go. If you disagree, feel free to write in, but just please know that you're going uphill with us.
Yeah.
Like, the end of Red Dead Redemption is amazing. That said, Last of Us is a pretty damn good second.
I know. I gotta play it.
So, I mean, I'm not trying to bully you into doing it, but...
well, you should, man. It's the only way I'm gonna play it.
Post-apocalyptic, you have the old grizzled guy who's, a cynic and wounded by all the people who he's lost over the course of time. Ends up meeting...
Allegedly.
Ends up meeting this very special girl, and the two of them form an unlikely bond. Is, like... almost beat for beat The Last of Us.
Okay.
And that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm like, well, they fucking stole that video game.
Well,
but
yeah.
What I'm saying, though, is, like, I just think the similarities are super fucking striking. And I'm sort of impressed that you had said, like, oh, yeah, like, everyone at work has told me that, like, Logan is very similar to The Last of Us.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of people talking about that. And, of course, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to get bombarded with, like, 8 fucking articles as soon as this episode drops, where it's like, no, Kevin, you idiot. Here are all
I
these
hope
people
so.
talking
Everyone
about it.
email Kevin and tell him how wrong he is.
And otherwise, in terms of the trailer itself, I mean, I was sold with the first trailer. Still really happy with the second. And I think that this TV spot looks great.
Now, was there something specific in the TV spot that made you think even more The Last of Us?
I think the fact that they're really highlighting who is presumably X-23 and kind of showing her off a little bit more and, like, showing her utility and really demonstrating, like, hey, everyone is gunning for her and Logan has to protect her for some reason. Yeah. Is very much The Last of Us.
Because she's a damsel in distress. She needs protecting.
Oh, that's not hashtag feminism.
That was the point. She clearly doesn't need protecting in this, in what we've seen that she can do, which is fucking badass.
Which is, it's very true. Yeah. But again, I think the fact that now we're framing this as, for sure, no, all of these people are after her, they could give a royal fuck about Logan, is incredibly what The Last of Us is. It is the remaining people...
Why are people after the girl in The Last of Us? No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'm going to play it. I'm serious. Kevin, don't tell me. Okay. I will play the damn game. I just got to get through all the fucking Uncharted games.
How far are you at this point?
I'm in Uncharted 2.
Oh God!
I'm at the boss level though, and it's really, really hard. Oh. I'm struggling.
Do you need me to help you beat?
No, I got to do it myself.
Okay.
I got to finish it myself.
I feel like I just big brothered you.
I know.
Here, just pass me the controller.
No, get away. Okay, what was I going to say about this? Like you said, it basically recycles a lot of stuff from the trailers that we've seen. Great stuff from the trailers we've seen. We get additional shots of Stephen Merchant, which look awesome. He's like
I only caught that one.
Maybe it was just the one, but he was just flicking pins out of grenades. Yeah. But that was a great shot. I thought it was really interesting, and like I forgot he was in this movie because I don't think he was in the second trailer at all. But yeah, it was great. The use of Amazing Grace for the song choice I thought was super strong. Not as strong as Hurt. Like real for a short TV spot, I think that's a instantly recognizable song that everyone knows, and it gets the correct emotion that you're trying to get from people, which is important in a 40-second spot, you know?
Sure. I will say, because when we reviewed Logan the first time, you had said that Johnny Cash's Hurt was almost too perfect. You know what I mean? Where you were like, this is almost too on the nose, but it's so fucking good that it's fine. For me, with Amazing Grace, this was a little bit too on the nose.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
That said, when we get that shot at the end with X-23 grabbing Logan's either hand or wrist. Yeah. When she did that with Amazing Grace, I thought that paired really well. But I think it is sort of a trope within action movies to pair excessive violence with like a very sweet song. I think that at least the first time I remembered really seeing it was Face Off, Somewhere Over the Rainbow soundtrack to Gunfight. And since then, everyone's like, oh, John Woo did it! And so like people have just been throwing that left and right. Yeah. So I would have liked a different song choice, but ultimately it didn't bother me to the point where I was like, oh, fuck this.
Yeah. So. No, I'm really, like Guardians, I'm super fucking excited for Logan. But this TV spot was relatively, we've seen this all already, is pretty much, didn't really knock my socks off as a TV spot. Sure. So, there you go, man. Those are the thoughts that we have had.
So we just hit 0 minutes and 0 seconds on the play clock. However, we're still tied, sir. We're going to have to go into overtime, and hopefully this overtime won't be as disappointing as the actual Super Bowl's overtime. Sorry, Patriots fans.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, really not. Like, just Belichick, I just don't think has... Anyway, fuck it.
Moving on, yeah.
So we're going to move into overtime in which we actually rank these fuckers for you. So, we're just going to do this rapid fire. I'm going to give my 9, you give your 9, back and forth. You ready for this? Okay.
I'm ready.
Number 9 for me was Transformers The Last Night.
All right. Mine was Baywatch.
No shit.
No
you
shit.
hated that
Yeah.
worse than...
I hated it worse than Transformers, yes.
Okay. My number 8 was Baywatch, and the reason why I gave it the edge over Transformers was because it was shorter.
My number 8 was Transformers over Baywatch, and the reason it gets the edge is because it doesn't have someone in a Speedo standing in front of green screen trying to pretend that it's not.
That's fair. All right, cool. Number 7 for me was Life.
Life, okay.
You seem pained.
I'm
What's wrong?
I'm looking at my list and I'm like, did I want to switch this up last second, or no, I should just go with it.
Is it going to make me mad? Is that
No, it's not. No, it's not going to make you mad. It's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
I was really.
It's like that disappointing.
I
wish that was higher.
I wanted it to be higher, man. I really, really did.
No, that's fair.
So,
because for me, number 6 is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Number 6 for me is, for fuck's sake.
Don't you have a number?
I do. It's me like thinking I should change it.
Don't.
It's Logan. It's Logan.
Is it really?
Yeah. Number 6, Logan. It's just they were the same. Never mind. Okay.
Sure. Number 5 for me was Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tell No Tales. And if you had told me that I was going to put this ahead of Guardians of the Galaxy a week ago, I would not have believed you.
I would have slapped you in the face, yeah. My number... Sorry, where were we at 5?
5.
My number 5 is A Cure for Wellness.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
You're just glad I didn't put it lower, aren't you?
No, I mean, you do you.
All right.
I'm not going to tell you that you're wrong.
All right, fair enough.
Even if I think you are. Number 4 for me is Logan.
Number 4 for me is Pirates of the Caribbean.
Wow, damn, that was high.
I know. I don't know. There was something about it visually that I think worked really well as a TV spot.
Sure.
Yeah.
My number 3 is A Cure for Wellness.
Cure for Wellness. My number 3 is Life, which was so low for you.
Really?
I thought that worked really well as a TV spot, man.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, if I was going to go of our previous knowledge, no, I'm not going to see Life over Guardians of the Galaxy or A Cure for Wellness.
Sure,
or
but at
Logan.
the end of the day, we're talking about the spots.
These
themselves.
spots, yeah. And that spot did it for me.
Yes.
So.
Number 2 for me, The Fate of the Furious.
Okay, same. Okay, so our number 2 and our number 1 are John Wick Chapter 2.
We agreed!
We agreed.
Fuck
yes.
yeah!
Fuck yeah. That trailer or that TV spot just hit every mark.
So we didn't end up reviewing the John Wick Chapter 2
I don't even know when it came out, man.
Yeah, but I mean, no, honestly, based off of that trailer, I would see the shit out of
I
this
know,
movie.
right? Yeah, that TV spot was great, and then the number 2 was Fast and Furious 8, Fate
of the Furious.
Fate with the letter 8, with the number 8 in it instead of an AT. Was great as well. Those were clearly, we can agree on the top 2 for sure. Those were the best. And I was seeing people who were like, Guardians of the Galaxy TV spot, that was the best, blah blah blah. And I was like, after I watched it, I'm like, how are people thinking this? If you feel that way, email in and tell us how wrong we are.
Which you can do at trailerhitchmailbox@gmail.com.
That's right. If you haven't caught on, we're wrapping this up, guys.
Fuck yeah, we are. We gave you our numbers. The Super Bowl has come and gone.
Yep.
Now we're going to leave you to clean up. So, I mean, I guess listen to an earlier episode of ours while you clean up, because I just realized you're probably going to want to listen to something while you clean this fucking mess up.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, yes, you can email us at trailerhitchmailbox@gmail.com. You can write on our Facebook wall. You can hit us up on WordPress. Please rate, subscribe, tell your friends. And you can rate and subscribe on iTunes, of course.
Yes, please do it on iTunes. Yes. I don't know how else you would do it.
I mean, if you just want to, graffiti. If you want to just, go up to a bridge and spray 5 stars, Trailer Hitch, maybe do, a little, wonky thumbs up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to tell you to do it.
But don't put our names under it, because we're going to get in trouble for that.
No. Listen, I'm not going to tell you to do it. I wouldn't be mad if it happened, though.
Sure.
Not that I'm condoning vandalism.
Yeah.
But it would be sort of neat.
Do it for the gram, guys.
Do it only if you want to do it, humble listener. We wish you a very good night. We're going to see you in a couple of weeks. ideally more trailers will drop.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have to assume
Something's gonna happen.
It was like the end of December. They just like pooped out a bunch of them at us, and like we weren't around. And then we was like, okay, we're here now. The party's fucking left, and so we're just gonna hang out here. We're going to help you clean up your Super Bowl party. Maybe like drink some of your leftover liquor, and just hope some more people show.
Yeah. Maybe a Star Wars Episode 8 The Last Jedi trailer, but not, because everyone's saying it's going to be April. So
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Shit.
People are saying Star Wars Celebration in April.
You know, Ryan Johnson, I mean, we are trailer review experts, and you're probably going to need some extra eyes on that.
I was gonna say.
Once again, I mean, we've said our email a lot, but it is trailerhitchmailbox.
Just send it over. We won't show it to anyone else. We'll just watch it ourselves and give you some feedback.
Set the fucking embargo date.
That's right.
I won't say a goddamn word to anyone. But if I can see that shit, yeah.
I would lose my mind if we could do... let's stop daydreaming. Anyway.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you have a good night. We will see you soon.
Bye, guys.
You can't mount holy sails without a sailor stitch, and you can't haul your stuff without a trailer hitch.